Your buddy's in your pants. I ain't your buddy.
I'm not gonna slow anything. You don't tell me what to do, sir. This is my freedom of speech. You don't like it? Get to work.
Get your face out of my face.
No, get your hand out of my face.
You came up to me.
Your hands are in his face, sir.
Tell your boy, he puts his hands on me again illegally, I'm gonna fuck him up.
I'm here doing my job, working 12-hour shifts every day.
Yep, I'm doing my job.
Yep.
You're garbage.
Basically,
Shut your mouth and go back to work.
What's your name? What's your name?
It's my right. I make the quadruple as you. Have a nice day. You're rude. You look miserable in life.
I'm not detained. I'm not a suspect. If you touch me, we're gonna have problems. You're right. I'm allowed to defend myself.
You're a fucking lesbian. You wanna put my dick in you?
I'm suing everybody.
Hello,
everybody.
Oh wow! Now you have a crown on. You're King Mania. This is nice. I like this.
On the second account today. 1, 2. Exposure, you there?
Is the exposer with us?
Maybe.
There he is.
Just creeping in the background.
Yeah. That's what I do. How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Just literally got in the house, so literally got.
Yeah, Will is he had a good, a long, complicated week because of his wedding. How it's going?
It's not over. It's not
So
over.
how many days is it till the big day?
7 next Friday. Yeah.
Next Friday. It's a week from today.
Yep.
Wow.
Or as we say in the military, 6 days in a wake up.
Say again.
As we said in the Coast Guard, 6 days in a wake up.
Yeah. That's the truth. Exactly it. Yeah.
And
So-
Will, are you gonna live stream the whole thing to your subscriber?
No, she has made it very clear. This is not. She wants internet and real life to be completely separate, which I understand.
That's so sad.
Share some pictures.
She's a wise woman.
Yeah, share some pictures. We'll share some pictures though. Obviously, of course, with people.
Good.
Like David knows he'll get a nice collage.
All right. So today we were hoping to do an interview with little rascal, little Josh from Broken Face.
I have $20 as he shows up in the chat though.
There's no doubt he's going to show up. I didn't get it, so I don't want to waste my time.
It's very annoying. It's very annoying.
I just want to say this: if he comes in, we need to make it clear that was supposed to be my present. That was supposed to be my wedding present, and he took that away from me. So
that's very sad.
That's pretty sad. You're right.
I'm pissed off. That was my gift, and he stole it from me.
That's what he does, though. Somebody told me that sometime he organized thing, to like legal thing to have like custody of his daughter or right visitation or whatever, and he doesn't even show up to those things. So that's the guy, What's up, Exposer, David, and little Will? I see Dirt Bomb didn't show. No, he didn't.
That's a good. I like Dirt Bomb.
Honestly, I had a little bit of sympathy for him. Like, I don't know why. Sometimes I have sympathy for those guys. Sadness. It comes from sadness, from pity.
Yeah.
It transformed into a certain level of sympathy at one point, and he lost it. I mean, I hate him now. He can go F himself in his FFNS.
I know what you mean, because some of those guys are just so off the chart sad. It's you feel sorry for them.
It started with sadness for me, and then after a couple of videos, I'm like, I don't want to make video about this guy anymore. I'm not like, I don't want to, burn him that much. But then they do something like that, and I'm like, F it, I'm gonna do it. And now he just lost he lost everything. I hate him now.
I felt that way with Glenn Serio. That's why I didn't cover him for so long, because I felt sorry for him. And it was just he just went,
no, not me.
He was repeatedly just going above and beyond to just be violent, rude,
disgusting.
And I'm like, that's true. Then I'm like, you know what? He deserves it. He absolutely deserves
it. Will and I used to talk about it all the time. We felt kind of sorry for Serio that maybe he's just not quite all there. But some of the stuff he's done lately has been so vicious. It's hard to
exactly.
There was the video he did a month ago, and I think I mentioned it on stream before. The video he did a month ago, where the woman said, "I would prefer not to be on your camera," and his response is, "Well, I would prefer if you didn't have any clothes on." Now that that's not funny. That's despicable. That's disgusting. Like what?
That's some classic Glenn, man.
What kind of?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I hear
See,
you.
the thing is, like, it's true that he's not all there because otherwise he would not do any of that stuff. So obviously he's not all there, but that's not my problem. I know people that are not all there and they're not doing that. You know what I mean? So
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Let's not use those easy excuses to excuse why the guy is racist and sexist and a complete piece of crap. Like, no, like he is, and he deserves none of my sympathy ever. No. That guy I just love when he posts a video. I'm doing it 100%. Oh yeah, he deserves the heat. A lot of those guys deserve the heat. Press NH now deserve all the heat in the world. Tyrant Terminator, Siberian Tiger.
Oh, Press
whatever.
NH now. Mark Manshon.
Oh my God.
Annoying. That guy is just. I mean, he's everything that's wrong with everything.
Yeah, and he's back from his winter hibernation. He's like a bear during the winter because it's cold and it's inconvenient. He stay home, so he didn't post for like 6 months, and he does that every year. And this year again, and now he's back. He's back this week with a bunch of stupid video again. Same thing as usual. That guy, like, he's just like the worst. And man, all that goes with the topic we have for tonight, which is we're gonna do a little top 5 because Josh is not here and he completely ruined the evening and the gift and the wedding of Will. Will's gonna cry like for the rest of the week because of that. But we have to come up with something. So we're gonna do a top 5 of how to beat frauditing. It's not even completely possible, I think, but we're gonna give some good advice. I hope so. We're gonna do a couple of jokes, of course, but let's try Will and David to give the more we're gonna advance in the top 5. The top 5 is in an order of feasibility and like logic. It's not necessarily our favorite pick. I think his favorite pick is probably number 5. But
which I voted to be number 1.
Exactly.
But real quick, not to cut you off, I just want to say I saw Proof Chaos 3, for instance, I got laid off today. I'm so sorry to hear that, man.
Oh shit!
I'm so sorry to hear that. That's terrible.
Yeah.
I know that feeling. I'm so sorry.
What happened?
In the chat, somebody said they got laid off today.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We don't know what happened. Like, of course, if you want to share.
Hopefully you figure everything out. That's all I can say.
Yeah. That's horrible. Especially when you have like absolutely no idea about it. You just show up normal day and everything.
If you're a crap employee and know you're gonna go eventually, sure. But then when you're actually like when it comes out of left field, like it sucks.
Yeah. Got the your position is being eliminated. Oh,
that's
okay.
BS.
Yeah. That's the thing. A little question from Mr. Thomas before we go any further. Question for Will.
I'm not answering any questions from this guy.
Your money more.
Not answering any questions.
Tennessee. That's a nice place. So have fun. Let's go back on the topic. So
I'm sorry.
Top 5. It's all good, man. We put the topic on in an order of logic, not necessarily or choice, but in order of feasibility and logic, so we can give real advice to people that might don't know how to deal with those guys. So let's hope we're gonna give a couple of good advice here and there. And so I'm gonna pop the board here. Let me do a little thing here.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Top 5 how to beat frauditing. So number 5 is actually Will number 1. So Will, you're gonna be able to jump right away with that one yourself, and it's give me a second. All there? Are we all there? Yes. Number 5, street justice.
I believe sometimes you just gotta put some. Sometimes you just gotta swing at someone's head, and then they'll get it. I mean, like sometimes.
Like in a cartoon, like when they hit someone with a frying pan and the guy's okay after that?
Yeah, like sometimes some people are so stupid where they think that their actions don't have consequences. Like when you look at these prank channels, right? They do the exact same thing. These prank channels, they go around dancing around, like they're invincible. But in the moment someone physically retaliates, it's a prank, I'm sorry, it's a prank, I'm sorry.
I didn't mean it. I know those, and then they, yeah.
But it's
what goes around comes around, and that's called consequences. I mean, these guys. Oh, yeah, you're right. That's bad.
So how many videos have we seen where these dudes get the crap beat out of them, and everyone is applauding, everyone is laughing?
Yeah, I'm not gonna advocate for violence and vigilante
No.
stuff,
We
but
do not
yeah,
advocate violence,
no.
but it does work. It does shut
Yes, the guy did shut up. In the video we saw, the guy actually did shut up and was, pushed out pretty quick.
Oh, in
So-
the post office, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like that guy had like 2 minutes of of freedom,
Like,
and
in
then
the actual unedited version, it was silent for like 7 minutes.
that was good.
Crickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So of course, a good kick-ass sometime. It's karma. It's well deserved. But sadly, not many people are gonna be okay and willing to fight in the street or in a post office and ruin their whole day and have a criminal history because of that. So obviously, we cannot, completely recommend this.
I disagree with that because actually, I've seen a lot of cases where law enforcement, they don't even prosecute they don't even prosecute people that are the aggressors in these situations. The reason being is they recognize that the auditors are the ones egging them on. And the artists want to say, "Oh, we're the victim. We did nothing wrong. Look at our video." But a video shows you antagonizing and pushing someone.
I did a video about provocation once a few months ago, where I was talking specifically about the fact that provocation can be used as a defense, and because it creates a situation that was unwilling. You were not willing to kick his ass. That's not why you were there, but the guy provoked it, and then it happened. So you can get out of it by that. And that's what they do. That's exactly what they do. It's to provoke people, but it's still, you know what I mean? Not most people don't like to fight for once, and just to fight like that with a stranger in an office in a DMV or something, or fight with yo my peeps in the middle of the street in New York. I mean, you know what I mean? Not much people are gonna go for that.
Although one thing you do learn from their reactions is who the true believers are and who the ones who are just doing it for grifting are.
Right.
That's pretty easy to find out pretty quick.
There's who you would like, just like fun little daydreaming here. Nothing. We don't wish any harm on nobody. But if you could see one get his actual butt kick, nothing too bad. Just just a little bit of shaking. Who that would be? Will?
I mean,
like a Glenn Serio, for example. That would be nice.
Jamie, no, not Glenn Serio. I just saw Jamie just said Mark M, in NH News.
Mark mention, Mark mention.
I mean him.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh my God!
At this point, James Freeman. I would love to see James Freeman really. Eli is one, but the thing is, like Eli's gonna get worse than fists.
Oh, Freeman! I think Freeman's already got himself in a lot of trouble.
He got in trouble.
He was threatening cops. He was threatening cops the other day. Then, I don't know.
The Siberian Pussycat. Well, we've seen him on the ground already. We
saw him on the ground.
Was that you that had the video exposed? That was in your compilation video, right?
Yeah, we watched it a couple of weeks ago.
Okay. I know I saw it somewhere.
Yeah, that was sweet. And you, David, who you would like to see get put on the ground? Is David there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What? I didn't realize you were talking to me. Sorry.
Sorry. Who you would like to see get his butt kicked?
Most of all, oh man, probably James Freeman.
Yeah, that's a good
especially
choice.
right now with all the crap he's doing. The stuff he's doing is just plain vicious. It's just awful.
And he played it very well because his follower, like, they don't see it. They're for them, he's an activist, 100%. They don't see the. I receive a lot of bad comment lately because one of my short about James Freeman for some reason got view even after I did it months ago, but whatever. And I received so many comments from James, from the church of James Freeman, man. Like, people, like, they believe in his,
church of James Freeman,
stuff. Oh my God, they believe in him, man. They really, really believe in him. And anyway, I mean, it's funny that they don't see it. It's just a good grifter, He's a good grifter. It's like Sean Reyes, just a good grifter. They're doing it very well, but they're horrible. Me personally, I would like to see. I don't know, like I would love to see at one point Glenn Serio get in a fight, like, for real. I mean, try to watch him try to sweep a leg or two or something. I mean, I think it would be a classic.
But I don't think
And,
anybody's going to fight him for the simple reason that they're just going to, they're going to look at it and go, no, what's the point?
Exactly. But, it kind of be funny. And a surprise choice for me would be the Tyrant Terminator, man. I hate the guy. I can't. And if that guy at one point can get some karma, I mean, I'm going to welcome it. Especially him with his criminal history. I mean, he did some damage. So he kind of deserves a little slap, on the cheek. You know what I mean? Long Island audit to be sued soon. I didn't know that. Does somebody have something about this? Long Island audit to be sued soon. I didn't know about that.
He'll use 400 level English.
Yeah. Oh my God, Glenn. I like Glenn. Look, he's a horrible guy. But for a guy that made video on those guys, I mean, he's just the gift that keep on giving. What can you say
some
about
of the stuff Serio does is so off the wall, just viciously.
And me, I like the character. I like the whole thing, it's easy to see he was bully and then, he went on the other side and blah, blah, blah. So he's a character for me. I write a lot of stuff and for me, he's very inspiring as a character. And I wish him some kind of an arc, or something like complete crash or redemption. I don't know, but I think that guy is going to get an arc and it's going to have an ending somewhat, Oh my God. Yeah, that's a good one. Wait. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh my God, man! Yeah,
that's a real good one.
Oh, I hate that clown. Oh my God, he's so fake. He's one of the fakest.
Oh yeah, Cult News. Cult News was in Austin. Cult News was in Austin last month. He just published a thing last week, and he was doing all his usual nonsense. And he's smart not to have done that this week with South by Southwest going on. He got the living crap kicked out of him.
Yeah, no, oh my God, yeah, I would love, and not by a cop or something, but by a guy on a sidewalk, and
yeah, exactly,
run away like a little bitch, like no, like oh my God, and by the way, let's not forget Gutter Trash, Jason Gutter Trash, like that guy deserves a slap behind the head also.
I had forgotten about Cult News. That would be right. That would be right at the top of my list too.
Oh yeah.
He was actually auditing the Smith Barney office in downtown Austin. I mean, what the heck? I mean,
wow,
and causing all kinds of trouble, and it was amazing. It's incredible.
The problem now with street justice is that they're going to use it. They're going to make money out of it. They're going to sue you. They're going to play the victim that they love to play. You're going to feed them so much by kicking their ass. So for me, that's why I put it in number 5. I cannot recommend it at all.
Look, we're talking about like the most efficient and what actually works. Yes, it has that satisfying gratification
but it's not going to
momentary gratification, but it's not.
Exactly.
I mean, how many dudes get their behind kicked and go right back out there,
Yeah, but I don't want anybody getting hurt or anything. But by the same token, I don't want these people hurting anybody, and they don't realize how much damage they do every time they do one of these ridiculous stunts.
Hey, Roundup.
Yeah, they really don't get it. Hey, Roundup, how you doing?
Sidewalk ball. Yeah, that guy deserves a kick in the ass too. My God. Josh Abrams. Josh Abrams probably know how to fight though. That guy is the full package, man. he's having,
he does not know how to
has everything. No, but he jumped.
I have some serious doubts about Josh Abrams' mental stability, though.
The guy's the guy's the wrestler. He's just gonna jump on you and choke you with his man boob. You know what I mean? Like,
but Josh Abrams, I don't think would have any compunction about killing someone. That guy's mental stability. I would stay away from him. That guy is just, I don't know. He scares me though.
Josh Abrams scares with him. Yeah. I don't see that's the kind of guy that can end up doing something totally. He did actually. So, Mr. Assault with a crowbar in a car. So anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I don't think it would work with Josh at all. There's a video where we're talking about James Freeman where he got his he got thrown out of the police station by a ball cop that didn't want to F around. He took it by his pant and just like dragging out. And that was very, very satisfying.
I didn't see that, guys. But,
oh yeah. I made a video about it. I even made a special video about it. I made a documentary, man, about it. It's like in black and white and everything. And
I gotta find it. I'm gonna go look for it.
I made a video about how much is butthurt about it. Just go in my special episode, in my playlist special episode. You're gonna find it right away. It's honestly, I think it's my best. It's the best thing I ever done and it's it's very cool. Yeah, and you get I made I used the clip like 25 times in the video. You know what I mean? So you're gonna see it. And I do an interview with him, but it's not a real interview, but it's funny. It looked like it's one. Anyway, go watch it. Lana Town, yeah, Lana Town, Lana J Town Press. She got actually in a little scuffle with the old security guy. You know, she was handled, and while what's his name, Russell was yelling, "Dude!"
Well, Lana's still in jail, isn't she?
That was fun. That was fun. Peter Griffin of Frauditing MMA Audit. Love to see that guy against some. Yeah, I don't know. For me, he's more like a Mr. Thomas here. For me, he's more like a comic. He's a comic relief. That dude, man, he's completely armless. It's just like I don't know. He's Crack Peter for me, the man with a Boston accent. I don't know. I would actually go get the beer with him just so I can laugh at him right in his face. All right, let's skip now to number 4. I don't even remember what it is. So let's discover it. Are we good with Street Justice, guy? We say everything. We wish arm to everybody we hate. We're good. All right. Let's see number 4. Educating. Oh my God, this is the complete opposite of the previous one. Now we're trying the other side of it.
But the problem is in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, and with them, they say they're trying to educate people, but you have to know something first, and that lets all of them out immediately.
Well, in this case, we're talking about educating them. You know, try to tell them.
Right. I just wanted to bring that point up.
Okay. Yeah. So, I of course, it's very noble. It's very, it's beautiful to try to educate people. I don't see any of them, not even one, that would be open to learn anything about anything, because, of course, it would destroy the whole narrative and whatever. And I'm pretty sure that half of them, anyway, already know all that stuff. They just don't care. So
I think you're right.
Right? I mean, don't tell me that Sean Reyes is not aware of what's up. He knows. He just play it very well. So maybe, like Big Mike audit or audit everything or auditing for you, those moron, Hell Dope Dog, they might believe that stuff. Lucky Laptop News, even the one that can... Even Josh Abraham, you probably believe that stuff to a certain extent. The stuff you say. Those guys, they don't want to learn anything. Nothing at all. Will, want to add something, Mr. Legal?
You know what? It's because it's funny. When I first started my channel, I was saying to myself, I really want these guys to come either into my building, in my, my area, see them on the street. I still kind of do. But I said, you know what? I'm going to see these guys on their video. I'm going to just start hammering out all these legal definitions and all the case law and all the statutes indicating what they're doing is wrong. But I'm realizing that it's not.
They don't care. Yeah.
It won't accomplish anything, and they're mindless. Oh, look at that bootlicker over here.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's like we're talking about beating frauditing, where it's like, people don't get the reaction that they want. People don't get the attention they want, which is why number 1 is legit the best. But, it's like, I always say this in my videos. Like, you guys want to, David said this, you guys want to educate the public. How about we educate you? There's a reason why with frauditing, everyone is a criminal. And it's like, I would like to just be like, well, I don't have a criminal record, so maybe what I have to say has a little bit of, I don't. But yeah, so it's just yes, I think education just like it's.
That's what I was saying.
It's pointless because again, they just don't listen, they don't care, and it doesn't matter.
Well, and part of educating them, though, I mean, these guys, most of them are so narcissistic. They don't think they have anything more to learn. I mean, they really don't. They either A, don't want to hear it, or B, don't care about hearing it, or C, are true believers and don't think we have anything to say to them. So, I mean, there's no way you can educate them.
I made a video about GC, and he was now and his friend the other day. They were like 4 or 5 homeless looking guy with dirty hand and dirty face with no teeth, smoking cigarette. Smoking cigarette one after the other, and they were yelling like it was all about education. We're gonna educate you and everything. I mean, it's funny, how. I mean, learn to learn to live your own life, man. Learn to take control of your own existence before you're gonna have the audacity to think you're gonna teach me something. Start.
Oh,
with
one other
you,
person we left off the list on this one is First Amendment Protection Agency.
Johnny
that
Fapa.
guy that guy Johnny Boy is the textbook definition of not being able to learn.
Oh yeah,
he really is. He is so arrogant that it's just
that's crazy. That's crazy. He's in that level is the best. When he says he's always the best of the best in the delusion, like he's the incredible. He's the best. Stress test, yeah. Like he came out, like he think it's so brilliant when he came up with like the stress test and all that stuff. It's yeah. And that guy, you can teach him nothing about nothing that he doesn't believe already. Anyway. So educating, that's the opposite of the previous one, which was street justice. I mean, they're both not gonna work for exactly the opposite reason. So let's see. Yeah, go for it.
I'll save that for the end. Yeah, go ahead.
No. I'm doing. You have something more to say about the education?
No.
Okay.
It's not. It's a very general statement I was gonna make. It's better towards the end. Go ahead.
Go for it. Okay, you want to keep it at the end? All right. Mike.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No problem. So we're all good. We step to number 3.
Yep.
Yes. All right.
Yep.
Filming and following. That's a funny one, I think. And have you guys see someone do that?
I have.
Yeah, I did.
And they hate it.
Yeah.
Think about. Oh, all hail King Boot. The boot is here. All get on our hands and knees and hail the boot.
Oh boy.
Boot Productions. That's Boot Productions.
Yeah, no, I saw it. I just don't know what that is.
You don't know who Boot? You don't know who Boot Productions is? The greatest channel on YouTube.
No.
You don't.
Well, now I know. Now I know. See,
all hail the boot. All hail the boot. The mighty boot.
No. I'm gonna check. So what is it? Is it someone that does that follow people and film them?
No. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I saw Boot. I got excited. No. All right. What was I trying to say? No. So I've seen videos with Glenn Serio. There's a channel. Her name Tessa was a
Oh yeah.
And cool. He gets so. He goes around, screams and hollers at people all day, every day. But he's so afraid when an elderly lady in her 60s follows him with a camera. When Sidewalk Boy had this one subscriber that was following him and roasting him for like 45 minutes. Dude
and
was
boy, does he get worked up. He gets so worked up. I mean,
it's like frauditors, they hate when people film them. They want to go out and film people, but the moment someone turns their camera on towards them, they either get anxious or they get butthurt, one or the other.
And then they launch into this. Well, you bet you can't erase that for 30 days because I can get a public information request and I'll get that video. A, who wants a video of you? And B, no, you can't get private videos. They've been turned down again and again and again.
Yeah,
but they really don't like other people doing to them what they do to everybody else. That's called hypocrisy.
Yeah, the first thing they do is to go like cam back and to try to make it like it's a joke. But I mean, this is exactly what you do, and if you're a citizen, just not someone in an office being frauded by them, but you're just on the sidewalk and you see a frauditor doing his thing, and you can actually film them. Oh my God, I recommend that all the time. And what you do is you film them, you keep a safe distance just because of your own, safety. You never know what, Glenn Serio or, God or Trash is going to do. But you stay 5-6 feet away, to not get in their bubble. And you just stay there and film, not one word. And if they ask you what you're doing, you just say you film in public. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's it. Nothing else. You don't get into nothing else. And you follow them as long as you...
I would be tempted to get a can of silly string.
And you
follow 8 or 10 feet. And if they started recording me, I'd just get their camera with silly string. But I mean, I'd probably get in trouble. But it just would be so sad.
The thing is, if you want to do it very well and you want to show the hypocrisy, you'd say nothing. You just say you film in public and you follow them as long as you can, and you watch them melt and crash crash themselves because they're gonna freak out, and it's gonna be so perfect. So, but don't get engaged. That's the last thing you want to do, because they're stupid and they're gonna drag you into their world with their experience as being stupid. So
No,
the
you're
best
right.
thing is really to stay there, film. I film in public. That's it. That's all. And if one of you nice people in the world can do that and send me that freaking video, I mean, we're gonna do I'm gonna find a way to finance this experience. I'm gonna give you a price or something. We're gonna find something. You know what I mean? We're gonna make you happy. But if someone can do that, please go for it. Don't risk your life.
Part of that when you do it is whatever argument they say, hey, you can't do that. Well, there's no privacy in public. Well, you can't use my image. You're on the sidewalk. I mean, just use their own words against them every time.
Yeah, but you have to be quick on your feet, and you have to know the scenario and the script very freaking well, as good as them. You know what I mean? You have to be freaking quick. But even then, I would assume that silence is gonna ruin them even faster.
Yeah, well,
because those guys they're used with the back and forth. That's why that's what they do all day, back and forth. So I feel like, if you remain silent and you just film in public, take picture in public, they're gonna lose their freaking mind. It might take a certain amount of time, but after an hour, man, they're gonna go completely nuts. Even a guy like Good Guy Activism or Eli, imagine, they would lose their shit.
Well, and part of what you're doing there is you're taking away their control. I mean, if you just
exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And you put them in the most uncomfortable situation possible, the one where they cannot argue, because that's what they love to do, because the script is they know it, right?
Well, their sole objective is to control the narrative, control the conversation, control the situation, and you take that control away from them.
Exactly.
Once you take that control away from them, then it completely discredits everything that they've done so far. Everything.
I would love to see that way.
Quick.
Yeah.
David was saying, David was talking about silly spray. What did he say? Having silly spray 8-10 feet. If you pull up that picture real quick, so you're saying, David, you want to do this. If you just pull that picture up.
Yeah. What? Wait. Okay. Yeah. There we go.
That was me.
You got it. Slow string rule.
The guys did that to me at my bachelor party. The guys did that to me, ambushed me in the parking lot. So that's what you want to do, David, if they start getting close, right?
Yeah, just get their cameras and just zap them. And no cop in his right mind is going to arrest you for assault with silly string.
Well, I go in a restaurant and everyone's like, "Sir, are you okay?" And I'm like, I was assaulted. Where's the police? And they're like, "There's no police for you." So exactly. So that argument won't work, Dave.
The old silly string. Yeah, silly string is great, man. You can do anything with silly string.
All right. So, are we cool with the filming and following? Somebody want to add a little nit about that? We're good.
Yeah, I mean.
So anyway, go for it, Will.
No, I was just saying. Yeah, I mean, look, it's just episode from Law and Order. I'm not stalking. I'm surveying from a lawful distance.
That's right.
That's. Yeah, it's.
I would like to see someone really, really quick on his feet that know the script, very well. Do one like that, a back and forth. That would be very cool.
Watch Telecline, and her friends that follow Glenn Serio. That's exactly what you're referring to. That's exactly how they are.
Okay.
David knows. David knows.
I know that. I know that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I saw the video though with Glenn, but I'm gonna check that. I would like to see that, and one just purely silent, just filming, observe, especially with one that's used to use his loud voice a lot, like Jason Got a Trash, something like that, directly on the sidewalk. That would be precious. Anyway, Exposer, believe me, Will knows all about stalking. Oh, a little zinger here. You want to comment on that before we?
I'm not responding to this clown. I'm not responding to him.
Too sad.
I work too hard on Fridays to come home and want to relax and have to deal with this idiot.
Sorry, Mr. Thomas. Sorry. I'm not gonna ban you, but can you say something positive next time? It's a big week. It's a big week for Will, and he's disappointing because Josh didn't show up for the interview. So say something nice next time, okay?
That broke my heart. Absolutely.
Yeah. So see, he's broken. He's a broken man right now. Okay. So Thomas, something nice
should I
next
turn
time.
my camera on and start crying? Will he be nice to me then?
We're not gonna go there, but I know you cry inside right now. I know you cry
I have real
inside.
tears. Real tears.
It's okay, man. You're not a little bitch. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Top. Top five. Now we're gonna go to number 2. So we're gonna have a lot to say about number 2. So I'm gonna jump right there. Trespassing.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. So of course, for me, it's pretty much my number 1. Because you play by the rule. You have the right to trespass them. My recommendation, real quick, guys, if you're someone who listen to this right now and you know, in the future, you're going to have to deal with one of those guys and you want to trespass them, that's what you want to do. This is how you do it. First, you're going to recognize them right away. I mean, they're unhealthy, they're fat, they're weird. They're going to have the camera in the air. You're going to know right away. Don't mention the camera ever. You ask them, what are they doing there? They're going to say nothing, or I'm filming, or whatever. You're going to say, if you don't need our service, I'm going to ask you to leave. They're going to say a bunch of shit. You don't care. You don't care about none of it. You just ask them to leave. You have the right to do that. You have the right to refuse service. Post office, anything, anywhere. That's how it is.
That includes government buildings. There's a
Absolutely.
There's a legal concept in the law called property of another, which recognizes the government as an owner of the building and with all the ownership rights of any other owner. So it's basically the government's private property, and they can trespass you for any reason or no reason.
Any reason. So then they're gonna say, just to finish, Will, just give me a second. And they're gonna say, no, it's cool, man, but they're gonna say a bunch of crap. You don't listen to none of it, and you never mention the camera. When the cops are gonna show up, you say to the cops, we refuse. They're not here for the service we offer. They're loitering and they're impeding the service and the blah blah blah. You keep it there. You'd never mention the camera. The cops are gonna, and you say that you want them trespass. You have to specify it. The cops are gonna
make it about trespass, make it about loitering, make it about harassment. Don't make it about the camera.
Exactly.
Right.
Never mention the camera. And then they're gonna take them out. If you do it that way, very, very simple, you keep the communication to the minimum and you do it exactly like that, you're going to be able to trespass them pretty quick, actually. And the cop is not going to have the choice. He's going to have to escort them out because you specify it. You have the right for that. The problem that happened in those libraries and all those places is that they all keep that in the open and they talk about the camera all the time. So it become a First Amendment, blah, blah, blah. Nobody knows what they're talking about. And it end up in those big shit show where nobody know what is going on and the frauditor have a good time. So forget the camera. Go with loitering, harassment, impeding.
Keep in mind what they want is conflict. They want any kind of conflict.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter if it makes sense.
Right.
Never engage. You were about to say something, Will. Sorry, I cut you.
No, it's fine. It's just it's what David was saying about the government technically being a rightful owner that can trespass. The Supreme Court has also ruled the case that Dummy Kruger used to quote it all the time. I quote it all the time. U.S. v. Coquinda. It states that the government's ownership of a property does not automatically make it a public forum, a traditional public forum. So again, these government employees think that all because the frauders get in there for, oh, this is government owned, so it's public. No, as you said, Exposed. Don't take any crap that they say, even if they're in a government building, because they can be trespassed from a government building if they have no business there and no reason either whatsoever.
And you have the right to refuse service anyway. So if they're just being impolite, they're just being aggressive, they're just they're just being asshole, you have the right to just refuse service and kick them out. And that's it. And that's all.
I don't know how post office audits are still a thing.
I don't know.
I don't either. That's
because Poster 7 is incredibly clear. Like they use the target post. No, which does not make sense to me. Frauditors would target post offices when post offices, to me, is the hardest place to fraud if people follow the rules. because poster 7 is very clear about the rights that someone has and the inherent rights of the employees of the post office. When it comes to, as you said, exposure, trespassing people for whatever reason, someone farts too loud. Okay, gotta go. Like, it's a thing.
Yeah. And by the way, just if you try to have them out of the office and nothing work, and the cop seem to be a bit foggy and he doesn't understand and he doesn't want to escort them out or whatever, you have the right to just close the business because of a security reason. So at the end, if nothing work, you can just say we're closing for security matter, and then that's it. There's absolutely nothing they can do against that. And you just lock the door and you wait for them to leave. But it's complicated. If you want to use the path of trespassing, you have to do it in a very, very specific way, like I described, and be very, very calm. You cannot give them anything, especially not any reaction, anything to have them going to any argumentation, none of that stuff. You just really keep it to the business. Otherwise, it's going to be very complicated. They're ready for that fight, So yeah.
But keep the camera out of it. You're
out of it.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
It's never about the camera. Otherwise, that's where it's become complicated. Because cops, they're always mad when cops say they don't know much about the First Amendment or whatever. And I mean, that's normal. It's not their job. It's just like street dude, They're just doing their job. They don't know everything. That's why there's lawyer. That's why there's all that stuff,
There's one other thing we ought to talk about here. That's this whole soliciting a trespass nonsense.
Oh my God!
Cops can ask any landowner or any property owner what they want to do. There's no such thing as soliciting a trespass. It is completely legal. Cops can ask them, can say, "Do you want this person trespassed?" There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Absolutely. And another thing with that, they don't need a crime. They don't need you to commit a crime to have you trespass for anywhere.
Trespassing is a primary crime.
Exactly. So when you guys, frauditor, that if ever listen to this, soliciting an arrest, it's a fantasy it's not real. That doesn't exist. And the crime is trespassing. When they ask you to leave and you're not leaving, that's the crime. It's right there in your face. Trespassing.
Well, the good thing is the police are pretty good at catching on to that. They'll say, "Oh, what crime have I committed? Trespassing." You can't solicit a trespass. Well, you're not.
Well, they're getting better. They're getting better because frauditors educate the other side of the fence. Because a few years ago, I didn't know anything about none of that stuff, and I'm pretty sure a lot of street cop was in the same situation. They didn't have no idea, and now we know, we learn. So more and more, you see those snappy, kind of smart cops. Sometime once in a while, that they know the routine, they know the narrative. It's they're not helping themselves, that's for sure. They're not educate their follower, they educate the other side.
That's true. That's really true.
Yeah. Where the other side is just getting better and better over the year. A few years ago, it was just them being confused. You know what I mean? It was just like they didn't know what's up. Now, once in a while, they mention YouTube, they mention that stuff, and right away, they get very offended. Also, when you say you're a First Amendment auditor, they always like, "Oh, what's that? What's that? I don't know what that is." Yeah, right.
Yeah, sure.
I have a clip of James Freeman. Somebody accused him of being a First Amendment auditor, and then he do a huge bit in his own video where he's like, "Guys, I just heard a guy said First Amendment auditor. Man, I have to say I have no idea what that is. I had to Google it, and it seems to be someone that's looking for confrontation. But guys, I'm an investigator." And I was yelling. I was freaking out listening to that garbage. Like, oh my God. So yeah, James Freeman. So yeah, that's about it for trespassing. If you want to, that's a doable way. That's a doable thing to do. I would like to repeat it for the people listening. If you're doing it well, it's something you can do to beat frauditing. But you have to do it in a very, very disciplined way. Like, don't get emotionally involved and all that stuff. And then number one, guys. Number one, which I think it's sadly the best way. It's not the most exciting, but I think Will, you're gonna agree with me.
If before you show that, can I just
go for it.
No, because someone gave a very good honorable mention, which I said to myself, actually wasn't a bad idea. Liv and Sonic says copyright music.
No, that doesn't work because you can easily remove it with just any.
Here's the thing. You're right. I understand that. My response to that is,
yeah.
If you had mentioned it 2 or 3 years ago, because there was a period where copyright music would drive them nuts.
Oh yeah,
drive them absolutely nuts. But then yes, they've come to learn that there is software that you can purchase where you can have copyright music in your videos. That if that was 2 or 3 years ago, absolutely copyright music.
Oh yeah,
that's why all the agencies were doing it to get rid of them.
And you play a song from Metallica or Disney, and you're guaranteed that the video was in a minute was taken out. Now you just like some plugin in a very easy, accessible software anybody can use, and poof, the song is gone, man. It take a minute. And a lot of them have that. A lot of them mention it actually in the video. When people try that, they laugh and they're like, I can remove that song, right? And I know they can. And
so I just want to say, as an honorable mention, it in theory,
it did work. But
unfortunately not anymore. That's the unfortunate thing.
Also, if you accelerate or slow down the video, you're gonna change the BPM and everything, and the song is not gonna be recognizable anymore. So they find ways to just go against it.
I didn't even think about that, but that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, they're strict against that. But a few years ago, it was a good one. Yeah, so number one. It's not the most exciting guy, but I think it's the most realistic. Ignoring. David, you want to start?
That's also going to be the hardest.
Wait. I have to call that Karen Smith with a $9.99.
Oh, sure, channel. Never mind.
Yeah, man. No. Forget about that.
I was ready for it.
Bro. Shut up, bro. Karen Smith, one of my greatest followers. It's true that both the police and citizens have learned how to deal with these buffoons, absolutely, more and more. And that's why I'm having this. Sometimes, they ask me why I'm having this channel. I just have 4,000 subscribers. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, but I receive also a bunch of email from people saying, you know what, I learn a lot, and if I see one, I'm gonna know what to do, and that I love. That I'm like, that's great. That's why I'm doing that. I want people to learn how to deal with those clowns. I expose them, and I expose ways to deal with them. And more people are going to learn to do it, and that's where I win. I don't need 50,000 views. I'm just having just a little that I manage to put in their ways is enough for me, So anyway, Karen, thank you very much. Very appreciate the support. Thank you very much.
Yay, Karen.
Yay, Karen. Karen is a good person, I hope the last 5 years didn't ruin your name too much. Especially with those frauditors, they love to use that term. Sorry for that. Will, you were about to go. I didn't want to cut you, but we have to do those things.
No, I mean it's not my super chat, so I can't do my Eagle next hit. So go ahead.
No, it's okay. But you did it a little bit, just a little taste. I wanted a little taste at least. Ignoring. You were about to talk about it, Will.
No, David. That was David. Go ahead.
That was David. Sorry, David.
Well,
sorry.
If you can do it, ignore them. The problem with ignoring is they're just going to keep getting worse and worse and getting in your face further and further and getting. It's kind of like remaining silent in court. If you're going to do it, you've got to do it the whole time.
It's the game you play when it's the game you play when you're with your sibling when you're a kid. Like, I'm not touching you, and you put your finger closer and closer of the face.
Same thing.
It's very, very rough to resist the urge of turning around and yell. So,
that's the ultimate way to deal with them is don't give them anything to put on YouTube. That's
Nothing.
What they're after is money, so they can grift and they can monetize their channel with their nonsense. If everyone ignores them and the cops have to do their thing. They can't let them in. They can't let them roam the building or anything. But other than that, if they just ignore them and move them to one side, and if everybody else just ignores them completely, they'll go away.
The easy thing with ignoring, it's like anybody can do it. It's accessible to anybody. If you can go even easier, because it's going to be very hard to ignore. If you can do even better, it's to go back in your office. If you have an office, a back store, a place that is, of course, restricted, just go there. Go take a break. You know what I mean? It's even better, and then it's going to ask you no effort on your side. If a frauditor show up somewhere and no one talked to that person at all, and all he managed to do is to walk around the library and nobody give him nothing. The thing is, not only he probably not even gonna post the video, but he will never come back. He's never gonna come back. And a lot of those guys now, they're into the second and third visit. I don't know if you noticed that, but a lot of those guys are into the revisit period of their life right now. Yeah, I start a lot of video and it's like, it's my second time here, it's my third time here, because they do follow-up and so if you want to avoid them, you resist the urge for 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes to give them anything. They're gonna leave. You're never gonna see them again, and it's not too difficult to do. But it's that's the best case scenario, of course. Yeah.
It's also, but it's important to be courteous, and if you have to say something to them, like if they're in the way, to say "excuse me" and go by them. Don't just pretend they're not there.
Yeah, give nothing, no confrontation whatsoever, especially no mention of the camera, none of that stuff. Just pure, like they don't even exist. They're a ghost, and you only acknowledge if professionally you have to, in a minimum way, And they're gonna leave. They're gonna leave quick. Actually, after 10 minutes, they're gonna be gone, and they're never gonna come back. That's the thing. And it's the easiest thing to do, That's why it's number one. Personally, it's not my favorite. I would trespass. I would take that walk, and I would go for it. I don't care. I would get that guy out of my freaking office, man. Out of my publicly accessible freaking lobby. I don't care, and I would do it pretty freaking quick.
Yep.
Will, want to add something on that?
Nope. You guys said it perfectly. I mean, I told you, it's like it's tough. It's so difficult to ignore. Yeah. I think the example that was used was when a child puts his finger right in front of someone. I'm not touching you. It's difficult for that because that's what the others will do. But still, because
they really do get up in your face like that. Just kind of smile at them and just kind of chuckle, but don't say anything.
In a situation
even
like
then.
That,
Even then, they're gonna find a way to switch that, David. They're gonna be like, "Oh, what? Now you laugh at me? Now you think you laugh at the public?"
They'll title the video, completely own and troll this public servant. Yeah. Public servant had nothing to say. You know what I mean? So it's like that doesn't even work. But
oh man, I love you mentioned that. I just want to take a quick turn here and talk about that thumbnail real quick. Sometimes it's funny, they're gonna put the picture of someone and it's like psycho Karen go meltdown at the DMV, and you watch the video, and you talk to her 15 seconds. She do a weird face and disappear. You know what I mean? And I'm so frustrated each time. And so that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna give them anything, they're gonna turn it and make it something else. So you cannot even give them a smile. You cannot give them nothing. If you have a back store, if you have an office, if you have anything they can't access, just retreat. Just go there, put a little thing, be back soon on the counter, go take a coffee. I don't care. But they're not going to stay there for the whole day. They say they're going to stay there for the whole day, but they won't. If they cannot get footage very quick, they're just going to run out and try another place, So you're going to have to deal with that maybe 15, 20 minutes before they move on. So it's not that bad.
And you're right. And these guys are not long-term thinkers. If they don't get what they want pretty quickly, you're right. They're gonna move on.
Oh, exactly. And if you have to give them something, as I see, it's like a polite acknowledgement. Like they walk past you, you say hi, and that's it. And you just keep moving. You don't do nothing. No face, no tone, no mention of nothing. That's gonna kill their spirit right away. They're gonna be like, ugh, I'm not gonna do anything with that person. Mm-hmm. And then they're gonna be out. But as I said, for me, I don't know if I would have the patience at all to even go there. It would, you know what I mean? Like my eyes would be burning, man. It would show my face. It would show in my face that I'm already, harassed.
Right.
Yeah. It would show so much. I don't think I would have it. I don't think so. So for me, it would be two. So you will. So if we check the list, Will, which one is your favorite? Are we still on Street Justice?
I mean, look, we can't condone it. So, we can't support it. I mean, you know what?
Preference.
For me, I mean, education. That's my.
Yeah, mine too.
I'm
ready for it too. I'm telling you.
So
when these guys come to my building, I will absolutely like to start like I would be one of those people that in their videos I would be having a dialogue with them, and then the frauders would say, "Oh, listen to this bootlicker." The anti-frauders would say, "Oh, this guy's giving him too much attention." Like I would legit be like trying to like make sense of their nonsense, with the objective of having them dig themselves into their own hole.
Yeah. David?
Yeah, I think a combination of education and trespassing, educating and enforcing the law and just not acknowledging their nonsense. I mean, you combine 4, 2, and 1, and you got a good model.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It depends on who it is, actually. Some frauditor, the idiot one, it's ignoring is gonna be easy because they don't have the fuel, they're just gonna leave. The more dedicated one, they're gonna, DMA is not gonna leave like that. It's gonna find a way. So then you have to trespass or find another way. You're not gonna educate him and you're not gonna ignore him. He's gonna stay there. So I agree with you. It's more like trespassing or ignoring for me, one of the two, depending who it is. Educating would be a loss of time, actually.
And Mr. Thomas said something in there that's actually pretty interesting. They call themselves press, right? And you don't have to talk to the press. No one has to talk to the press. That's a good excuse to ignore them right there.
Yeah.
I have no comment. That's all you need to say.
Yeah, that's great. And so that's cool, man. Great top 5. Will, we're gonna leave you with a little look at that. Look how great, beautiful is that.
Oh, thank you, Sluggo. Thank you, absolutely.
That's great. And honestly, Will, we're not gonna see each other for a couple of weeks. Honestly, man, I wish you the best. Take that time, enjoy it. It's great. It's great that you're gonna go through that. I'm glad you have someone in your life that you love and love you. That's as precious as F. And I'm just beaming joy for you, man. And I hope you're gonna enjoy it.
Thank you. Hold on. Minnie Viola, who I haven't seen in a long time, great to see you here, asks a really good question. Is the advice the same for no state actor versus state actor? Which it's like, it speaks for itself. State actors, people with actual authority, non-state actors, people that have no authority but still have some form of an influence over the general population. So people like influencers versus actual people of authority. And yeah, I would say the answer is yes. Because
pretty much
everybody has something to lose, unfortunately, with the way social media is set up. I mean, there's that video Eli did where the girl was trolling him in her vape shop, and now her Yelp is nothing but pictures of her. And it's a shame. The whole business, I think it closed, I think. But yeah, it's all the same. It's all the same.
Well, speaking of somebody who's been married almost 38 years, congratulations. I highly recommend it.
Wait, you highly recommend what exactly?
Getting married.
Oh, or the yes dears.
Yeah, you've got that too. But you got the right you've got the right girl, so you'll do fine.
Thank you. I don't know if I'll be around at all. I do have a special. It's something old. I'm gonna premiere. It's gonna be like a 15-minute premiere, but it's old. But people will like it anyway. But yeah, I mean, we won't be back on Expose's channel at least for 2 weeks, at least.
Hopefully, Mr. Thomas is impatient, man, to replace you. He made a lot of promise about his performance. And look at him. That guy is not effing around, man. Look at him. I'm Wheat Street.
He's ready.
That guy, man, is ready to throw down, man. He's gonna replace you with, it's gonna be crazy, man.
And watch
We're gonna have like a couple of lawsuits and everything after. So
watch your view count drop from 600 a stream to like 10.
It's okay. Maybe I'm gonna be able to steer some drama out of this, and switch my tone from going full drama. Maybe that's my next step. You never know. Mr. Thomas is going to help me finding my next voice, and it's going to be violent and brutal. So again, man, enjoy it. Have a good time. David, thank you for jumping in tonight. That was cool.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, probably going to jump in again.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Minnie Viola, you gotta bring this energy to my stream. You're on my backup channel. You're bringing some great points at the end. Absolutely. Because the harassment statute, it should cover everyone, but Yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, thank you guys. Appreciate being on as always. I'm actually wrong. It'll probably be 3 weeks. I probably won't be back until mid-April, but we'll see what happens.
All right, man. Have a good time.
Thank
you, everybody, for being here. Bye-bye, David. Bye-bye, everybody.
All right, see y'all later. Take care.
Yeah, we're gonna see us probably next Friday, like usually. All right, bye, gang.
Bye.